there are different DAX functions available, like based on the data types, there are different DAX functions available. So, here there is another example for calculate. So if you want to do sum of sales related to only California state, okay, so we can put condition like this. Okay, similarly here, this is calculating the sum of sales related to consumer segment. This is sum of sales in category other than furniture. So here you can see orders category not equal to furniture. So here we can use multiple conditions here. So we can see the filter also used. So what is the difference between this and this? This measure and this measure is use of filter. So when we use filter, we can use multiple conditions. So here you can see in furniture and office supplies. So certain aggregations we can do, like count of categories or distinct count. Okay. So here you can also see them in the reports actually, in the pages. So here this gives the count of sales. Okay. Sorry, count of records actually. Okay. Count of you can take the categories. Okay. Now this gives distinct count of categories. There are only 3 categories. Okay. Office supplies, technology, and furniture. Okay. So the most important information will be shown as numbers in the top. Okay, like this. Like, total sales, total profit, or distinct categories, or number of customers. Okay, number of returns, return value, something like that. Most important numbers would be shown at the top. Are you getting, everyone? So in order to show those things, and not only these important numbers, but the visualizations. Okay, in order to show certain visualizations also, we need this DAX calculations. Okay, so this is how a typical dashboard would be looking like. We will see in upcoming sessions. Okay. So for to make those values appear here, we need to create these kind of DAX functions. Okay. So here for the distinct, we have used this function. You can see first we have made distinct function. Okay. We have used distinct function. Distinct of orders table category column. Okay. And after we have done the distinct, now we have counted the rows. Okay, when you do the distinct, what will happen? 3 rows will come. Okay, one is office supplies, another is furniture, third one is technology. So now we want to count the rows. Okay, this is counting of the rows. Is it clear? This is for distinct orders, distinct subcategories. So here filter function, we need to understand one more function like calculate function. Filter function is also used to filter based on conditions. Okay. So here if you look at this, we are applying the sum function first. Okay, sum x. So inside that we are applying a filter. What filter? This is the table name. Okay, orders is the table name, and this is the column. Okay, orders table and this column. We want to sum up the sales for consumer segment. What is the aggregation? On which column are we doing the aggregation? On orders table sales column. What aggregation are we doing? Sum. What is the filter condition? This is the filter condition. Okay. Basically, you need to practice these things. Okay. So syntax will be coming automatically here. Whenever you type, the syntax that is to be used, that will be coming. Okay, here it is filter measure. Okay, for furniture category. So here this particular thing is created to find out if the sales are great, if the each order is great or not, or great performance or not. Okay, so here it is like a Excel function only. So let me just show you. Okay, are you able to see here output poor performance? You can just pull down this drop down menu. So we do not have any other performance, it is only poor performance. Is there any other filter applied? Look, some other filter. So here, if you look at it, we are using if condition first. Within if condition, again we are using and. So here we are checking whether sales are greater than 0, also profit is greater than 0 or not. Okay. So if sales and profit both are greater than 0, then we will be terming it as great performance. Otherwise, it will be poor performance. If anyone is not meeting the requirement or anyone is false, then it will end up in false. Okay. So you can just see here towards the left. So the sales profit are negative. So that's why it is showing as poor performance. Let us just apply a filter. Okay, I think somewhere some filter is applied. Okay, 1067 filtered rows. There is some filter applied. Okay, next we'll see distinct measure. Okay. Excuse me. So here, these are calculated columns. Okay. So left, we are using some of the text functions like SQL text, Excel text functions. So from the customer name, we want to extract the first 4 letters or the left side 4 letters. So you can see it here in the data. Okay, are you able to see? We can also find the length of the particular text or column. Okay, you can see length of the customer name. Loss or profit. If the column is loss, false, then else it is true. Okay. So lower. Okay. So month we have converted into lowercase. So here you can see the month here, month name. Oh, no, not this one. Yeah, here month name. Okay, month name or condition. So this we have converted into lowercase. These DAX functions are pretty similar to Excel functions. Okay, Excel formulas. So if you want to extract something from the middle of a text, middle of the column, so we can use mid function. So mid order table product name from third character 5 characters. We want to extract 5 characters. Okay. So if you look at first one FC or D. So here you can see from third character, how many characters we want to extract? From third character, we want to extract 5 characters. So FCO, this become 3, one space is also counted, and D. Okay. So month name we can extract month name. I think okay. This we have got it from the Power Query editor. Okay, the transformations from the Power Query editor. So always see that the calculated columns and calculated measures are indicated like this. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so these are all calculated columns, length, left. Okay, these things. These are all calculated measures. Okay, so other things are the columns that are available in the data set. Some are created using Power Query editor, like this month name. This is dates MTD. That is, if you want to see the sales for the latest month, say we have data from January to December. Okay, just imagine we have data from January to December. Now when we apply this dates MTD function, what it will do is it will fetch the details related to latest month, that is December month. Okay, December. in a year, suppose in 2022 we have data from January to December. Okay. Now when we apply this function, it will fetch the details related to or the transactions that have happened in the month of December 2022. Okay. So month number, we are extracting the month number here. So this switch statement is like some kind of loop statement. Okay? So here what we are doing is we are using this switch. So orders month name. Okay. So here month name is there. Are you all able to see different month names? So here we want to decode it. Okay. If the month name is January, we want to mention it as 1. If it is February, we want to mention it as 3. Sorry, 2. If it is March, we want to mention it as 3. And last we have put as 0 because for all other values, we want to indicate it as 0. You can keep on writing, like for April, you want to mention it as 4. For May 5, June 6, like that you can mention, but it is up to you. Is this clear? The switch function. Excuse me. Month name concatenation. So here this is text function. Okay, basically text function, that is concatenation. We are concatenating month name with a space. Okay, we can use the text related functions later on to trim those things, or you can concatenate with some other thing and have this space in between. This filter we have already seen. Not function will return the false. Okay, not function will return false if it is true. So here you can just see loss or profit. So here it is false. So when we apply not function, it will return the opposite of false, that is true. Similarly, if we here it is true, then here it will be false. So this column, this function, now function, okay, now will give you the current date and time. Okay, we have also another function. You can see current date and time. Are you all able to see current date and time? So this is just around 9 o'clock, but you can just execute it again to refresh it. Let us go to home. Yeah, let us refresh it. Okay, the now function will give the current date and time generally. Now our condition we have already seen. This is the order date. Order age we have seen the difference between two dates. Okay, date diff is the standard function or formula that is used. Even in Tableau also you can find date diff. Okay, in date diff you give the three parameters. One is the starting date, and second parameter is ending date. And third parameter is what is the duration we want to find out. Is it year, month, or week, in a day, number of days. So this order date today. Okay, it gives the duration. Okay, so here we are using again date difference. Okay, this is a starting date, this is today's date, and we want to see the number of years. Postal code was originally part of the data source. Product ID, product name, profit. So profit or loss, we have created a calculated column. Okay, you can see the column here. So if orders value is less than 0, it would be termed as loss. Okay, and if the order value, if the profit value is greater than 0, it would be identified as profitable, or else it is break even. That means neither profit nor loss. Okay. So this QTD dates, it works in similar manner as we have seen for year and also month. So here we are trying to concatenate two different texts. First text is region. Second text is segment. We want to combine them. Okay. Now segment and region, they got concatenated together, and this word came up. Okay, you can see all those things are concatenated now. Region and segments. Concatenation means coming together. They are represented together. Okay. So here we can replace certain portion of the text. So here we have used the replace function. In the product name, we have replaced from first character to third character. Okay. So we want to replace with DAX. So here you can see DAX, so and so table or column, whatever work they do. Okay. Different products basically. So here we have replaced the first three characters with DAX. Now here is again replace function is used on product name. Okay. So this provide sales. These are part of the original data set. it? Search. So search option is again, if you want to search something in the text, we can search. Okay. So here in this syntax, you can see the word being searched, the column name in which we want to search. Okay. And first occurrence. One means first occurrence. So this is the syntax. 0 means it is exact match, I suppose. So here you can see the syntax: search, find text. This is the text we want to find out. Regal. Within what text we want to search? Okay, that is product name. Start position, from which letter you want to start, which position you want to start. Is it in the in this product name column? From which position you want to start? You can also start after fixed characters, or you can start at first character itself. Okay. And here not found value. Suppose this text is not found in this particular column, then what do you want this function to return? Okay. So you may want to return, say, some specific value not found, something like that. Okay. So here that's why if there is no matching found, then we'll be indicating as 0. Okay. Sales new. Okay. Now we want to see for Harvin, is there any sales? Segment is part of the original data set. Even ship date. Okay, shipping duration. This is very important one. So here we are trying to find out the number of days between an item ordered and the item delivered. Okay, or we can take it as the shipping duration is the time taken from the order date to start of shipping. Okay, so here we do not have the delivery date. Okay, so we will calculate the difference between order receiving and dispatching on the ship date. Now, if you want to substitute something with some other value, then we can do that in the text columns. Okay, this is calculated column. So here you can use substitute function DAX. We want to substitute in which column? In this particular column, replace column. Okay. Okay, so if you want to substitute this in this column, if you want to substitute these DAX values with these, okay, okay. So here substitute again in this, replace new DAXs will be replaced with this ABCD. So today this function will give today's date. Okay. Here, what we are doing is we are first applying this filter for the segment. So here we are using this table. Table is orders. Okay, entire table is taken as input to the filter, and in the filter we are applying filter here. Okay, in the table we are applying filter on segment column and these two values only. Segment related to or segment inside this list provided. So we are providing a list here, consumer and corporate. So for these things we are doing sum of sales. We are doing sum of sales.
Filters orders. Order is the name of the table, right?
Table
And from order, we are taking the column called segment.
segment, and these are
Okay.
the values or the filtering values. Okay, consumer.
So whenever we want to write the filter value, we need to use the curly braces.
No, if see when there are multiple values, curly braces need to be used. See here we have multiple values, consumer and corporate.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So here we are trimming the column. Okay. No, we are concatenating basically here. Column name is as differently. So here we are adding a space before the month, and in the subsequent column what we are doing is we are trimming that. Okay, we are using trim function. Trim function you might have seen in Excel. Okay, so trim function, it removes the spaces, leading spaces or lagging spaces. So this calculated column, it is creating uppercase of a customer name. Okay, it is converting all the proper case. That means each word is in the starting letter of each word is in capitals. That is proper sentence. Okay, when we use upper, so it transforms all the letters, small letters also into uppercase letters. So this YTD max date, this already we have seen YTD sales. Okay. So basically we have covered these DAX functions like calculated columns and calculated measures. So to understand the difference between these two, the calculated columns, for calculated columns, a new column is created inside the table. Okay, that will increase is the table size or the space occupied by the table. Okay. And also this calculated column is said to be in row level context. Means the condition whatever we apply here, just here. Okay. So the condition whatever we apply, the formula whatever we apply, this value changes for each row. Okay, you can see it is applied at row level. Each row produces different output. Okay, so that's why this calculated column is called row level context. Whereas this calculated columns we cannot use for numerical values. Okay, numerical data type. So we can use measures. Okay, or this calculated measures for numerical fields or numerical columns. Okay, these calculated measures are those which are not creating any new column in the table. Okay, they do not create any new column in the table, so they do not add or they do not create additional storage requirements. Okay, but they are changed based on the filter that is applied in the visualization. So that's why they are called filter level context. So is it clear, everyone? These DAX functions.